Okay, so the first card you have your past. Sorry, I'm so crazy in the beginning. I don't know. Anyway, the first card you have your past is the Ten of Wands. Okay, so obviously this is about burdens. I think someone around you, actually, no, they weren't around you. Someone felt this big burden. This is about a person. Someone felt a big burden, and the burden was that they couldn't talk to you. That's what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is, this is really strange, but if you look at all these wands, what I'm seeing is someone's kind of hiding in the middle of a group of people. I'm seeing the wands as this group, and they're kind of hiding in the middle of people because they're afraid to speak out and say something. That's what I'm getting. Very kind of, well, for me anyway, for an Aries, kind of cowardly behaviour. But yeah, I think they were hiding in the middle of all these people. I think they were trying to pass on a message or send a message to you, and they weren't brave enough to talk to you directly. That's what I'm getting. So they were kind of doing this indirectly through other people, maybe. They were trying to get your attention in some kind of indirect way. Yeah, passing on messages. The thing is, everything is indirect. This is the big thing I'm seeing here, and that's why this is so irritating, because I think as an Aries, you know, games, all of that kind of indirectness, all these kind of things, that's the last thing you want. That's the last thing you need. You're the opposite. Your communication, the way you communicate, is the opposite. You're about extreme directness, actually. So any kind of indirect game playing, funny business, all that kind of stuff, it just makes you want to run the other way. So if they think that that's going to get you close to them, yeah, no, it's not going to happen. But I think for them, this is what I think is going on in their head, or it was, might still be. I think they had some kind of a friendship. It might have been a relationship, or it might have been, you know, some kind of friendship where there was hope for something else. It feels like that. Or maybe it was in their head. I don't know. But this is what's in their head. It's like, oh, I can't talk to them directly. I'm afraid I might be rejected, but I'll still hang on to some hope. There's some hope there. So it's like, oh, I don't want to put this all to an end. I want to hope that there's some kind of future there or something there with them, even if it's just in my imagination, in my fantasy life. Like that's kind of what I'm getting. So they're kind of sending these little messages out through other people. I think there was also a few little things I was saying on social media as well. And it was all kind of indirect, but people were passing on kind of whispers, messages, saying things, and you know, but they weren't speaking to you directly. I think that's the big thing here. And for you, I think you used to talk to them once, but you absolutely moved on, especially in your mind. But in theirs, you know, it's not over in their mind, and you know, they're afraid to say things to you directly. Because it'll be 100% over. It's like if I speak to them directly, if I say, hey, I'm feeling like this, they will say, right, goodbye, closing the door, go away. But when they're keeping it going in this little kind of, in their little head, they're going, I shouldn't say little head, when they're going along and they're keeping this going in their head, it keeps the hope going for them. That's what I'm seeing. So I hope that makes sense. Cryptic messages I'm seeing as well, subtle messages, probably on social media, but they're hiding behind people, they're hiding behind things, and they're kind of hiding in between all these wands. And the burden is that they feel as if they can't tell you directly. That's what I'm getting in that card. I hope that makes sense to someone. Okay, so the next card you have, you pass the Queen of Swords. Yeah, so this is certainly what you're like against this person. I don't think you know that they're going through all this in their mind. I think you might be unaware of this, or you know, because you've moved on in your head. But this is what you're like, and I think you're kind of like that in general as well. You kind of have your guard up quite a lot. I think you have people who are very close to you, very close. It's like an inner sanctum, very close to a few people, talk to them every single day. There's another group of people who I think feel as if they're shut out of your life, a larger group. I don't know whether that's intentional or not. And okay, what I'm seeing here is there are some people who you've shut out of your life, intentionally or otherwise, I don't know. And because you've done that, then they start to talk about you. So it's like they want to know about what's going on in your life. And when they don't know, they start speculating. And when they start speculating and gossiping, that turns you off them even more. So then you put your sword up even more, and then you're less likely to say anything or tell them anything. And because they want information, they're kind of making up things. So it's kind of a vicious circle. It's a cycle. It kind of goes around and around. And so I think all of these kinds of people, these ones, this indirect person, all of that makes you even more likely to have this sword up like this queen. And so that's what you've been like for a long, long time. Yeah, indirectness, it's all around you, or it was at this time. People playing games. You know, the more this happens, the more your sword goes up. It's going to be up in the sky soon. It's going to be up where the moon is and the sun soon, because there's so many of these people around you. Okay, the other thing is, I'm looking at these butterflies. There are all these butterflies on this card, in a crown, and on a throne there's a butterfly. So what I'm seeing is a little cocoon. I think you've been in a cocoon. You know, you go into your cocoon, you have just your few people you talk to that you're very, very close to. You probably talk to them daily. And then sometimes you think, well, okay, I can't just have this little group around me. I need to branch out. I need to talk to more people. And then when you do that, you come across this kind of indirectness and all this kind of rubbish and games and silly stuff. Then you go back into your cocoon again. So it feels like this kind of imbalance. It feels like this up, down, up, down. Okay, I'm opening myself. Oh, that was terrible. I'm closing myself again. Okay, let's give it a go again. I'll open myself again. Oh, well, forget that. I'm going to close myself again. Open, close, open, close. I think soon you are going to come into more balance in your life. You're going to feel more balanced inside yourself, and that's going to help you to gradually open up to more people. I think you're going to start to accept a few more people in. That's what I'm seeing, because this queen's welcoming as well. She's got her sword up, but she's also welcoming with her other hand. So you are going to accept a few more people in. You're still going to be very careful. You'll still have your guard up. You'll probably always have that sword up on some level, always. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. You're going to calm down a lot more. None of this kind of open, close, open, close. You're going to start to be a bit calm. It's like you're going to keep your sword up all the time on a lower level, and then the hand's also going to be out to people as well. So it's kind of this cautious, let's wait and see. It won't be this all or nothing. So I hope that makes sense to someone. It's going to come with a really nice feeling of being balanced inside yourself as well. And it's been a long time coming. That's what I'm seeing, but it's coming. Okay, so the last card you have, you pass the Three of Cups. Okay, this is a little bit literal here. It's not a party in the normal sense. It feels like, it feels like someone's achieved something and you're acknowledging this, and the people around them are acknowledging this achievement. I'm seeing someone you really care about here. And it feels like a graduation, because it's like a celebration of achievement. That's what I'm seeing. Because this is a harvest, and these women are celebrating this harvest, so they've achieved this harvest. So, I'm getting this kind of congratulations, or well done, all that kind of patting on the back and all of that. So someone really deserves this. You're really proud of them. You're really close to them. Big congratulations for whoever this is. They've achieved whatever this is. And, they've been through a lot to get there. They've been through a lot. They still have a lot ahead of them. But you're very, very, very proud of this person. You're very close to them. It feels really, really lovely. Beautiful celebration. And I'm also seeing a lot of generosity here. There's abundance here. So I think you're going to be very generous with this person. This is in the past, but I think this celebration hasn't quite happened yet. It's kind of on the verge of happening. That's how it feels like, on the verge of a celebration. So you're going to be very generous with this person. I'm seeing gifts here, actually. But you're very proud of them, very close to them. There's a lot of love here. Very nice. And it's very positive, very, very positive. Okay, so the first card you have, your presence, Temperance. yeah, here's this balance again. You've been up and down, or open, close, I should say. And now, you're going to come into this balance. You have had a lot of stress around you recently. It feels quite recent. I'm picking up on a few sleep problems. You haven't been sleeping very well, and then lack of concentration because of that. Definitely around your work, you've been really a little bit stressed about the lack of concentration there. There's waiting here as well, and I think this waiting is a bit stressful for you as well. And there's healing with these beautiful yellow daffodils here. So you've been waiting on some kind of result. I think you still are. It's a little bit stressful. There's health around this. So it might be someone with a health problem. It might be someone who's coming to an end of a health problem. You're waiting for this all to happen. Or it could be some other difficult situation. I'm seeing family around this. So yeah, the end result is looking positive. So if you're stressed about this, it's very, very positive, very, very nice. What it feels like is the waiting stops and then the healing starts. So if this is a test result, I think it's going to turn out to be, I'm seeing positivity here. I don't want to be saying, oh yes, I'll tell you what the doctor should be telling you, because I don't want to put myself in that position. But I have to say, I won't lie, I'm going to say it is feeling very positive, because that's how it feels to me. There's a little bit of turmoil around this. There's a little bit of drama around this. Might be family drama, disagreements about someone's care maybe. I'm seeing a lot of unnecessary drama. I'm actually seeing a lot of texts flying around in this drama. If you know who's at the centre of this drama and all of this, I think it flared up. I'm seeing it dying down, and I think it might flare up again at some time in the future. So just be prepared for that. If you've been through a situation where there's been drama and it's kind of quietened down, you think you're at the end of this, sad to say, I don't think you are. It's going to flare up again at some time, so be ready. Yeah, I keep on seeing these text messages between people. I'm seeing blocking, unblocking, nasty messages, texts flying around, all of that kind of thing. Absolutely step away from any of this. It has nothing to do with you. You don't need this stress. You're already having these sleepless nights, and you're already struggling to concentrate on work. I'm seeing that as well. This stress is going to make that worse. You can't actually do anything about this, so try and distance yourself from this if this is resonating with you. Okay, so the next card you have your presence, the Five of Wands. Wow, okay. This is what I'm seeing in this card. I shouldn't laugh, because someone's really they've got this, it's this person with this big burden, I think, in the Ten of Wands. They've got this huge burden in the Ten of Wands. They want to talk to you. They've got all these emotions, huge emotions, and they can't let go of them. They can't talk to you. That's how they feel. In this card, look what's happening here. This is the messy card. All these wands are falling out and spilling everywhere. So this is about spillage. They're going to really spill all their feelings out. That's what I'm seeing happening. Yeah, they're going to start to spill everything out. A lot of messiness here. This is like spilling your heart out. And I think, yeah, this is about this person giving you these indirect messages. They're afraid to do that. And I think now they're becoming a lot more vocal, spilling everything out, pouring their heart out. Just like all these ones, they're all over the place, and someone's kind of thrown them everywhere. So again, even though they're doing this, this is what's frustrating me, so frustrating. They're not speaking to you directly. I'm seeing lots of words here. So they might do all this on social media. They might send out all these big long things. Oh, this is happening. I feel like this. And why am I always hurt in love? And blah, 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 blah. All of that kind of thing. And and this happened. And then they gave me this signal. And then it was so upsetting. And I don't think you were giving them any signals. But this is all what's in their head. So you're going to spill all this out. It's a lot of mess. It's very messy. And they might actually retract this again. So they might spill all this out, whether it's on Twitter or social media, something. I don't think Twitter puts as many words as this out. So maybe it's somewhere else. And they're just going to be like, oh, what have I said? What have I said? And then they're going to retract that, but everyone's going to see that. Lots of mess. This is what I honestly think here. This is what I think. The reason why you're not in contact with them, there is a reason. There's a reason why. They're just completely different from you when it comes to communication. You're just so different. And, you know, they're not reaching you. I keep on seeing, yeah, part of them wants to reach you, but the other part's afraid. So they get frustrated, they spill it all out, and then they kind of pull it back again. I don't know if you're going to see this mess or not, but that's what they're going to do. It just feels like a total mismatch between you, a total mismatch. And I think that's why you moved on in the first place. But yeah, they're going to spill it all out. It's all going to come out. I don't know whether you're going to see this or not. Someone might actually show you a screenshot. So be prepared for that. And I think you're going to look at this in your eyes. It's going to be like that emoji, you know, when their eyes are really wide. You're going to look at these texts and go, oh, wow, I'm glad I didn't continue with that. That's kind of what I'm feeling now. Okay, so I shouldn't laugh because someone's really struggling. Okay, so the last card you have your presence, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, you're trying to move forward anyway. You want to move forwards, you want to grow, you want to move into new things. So there's that as well. You don't want to go backwards again. And yeah, this is what I'm seeing here. This is when you're going to start to let a few more people in. You're doing this slowly and surely. That's what I'm seeing here, slowly and surely. Still got your guard up, got your hand out as well, like the Queen of Swords. So it's kind of happening slowly. There is someone you're going to let in, and I think you're going to make the right decision by letting them in. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing. They're a very special person. This is someone who's very loyal. This is a loyal friend. It could turn into more later. It might not, but there's a lot of friendship here. If you look at this card, I don't know if you can see it. I'll just hold it up so you can see. There are all these coins next to him, but there's one that's with him. So I think in life you felt like there are all these people who are kind of next to me, around me, all together in a group. I've been by myself like this man, separated from all these people, which these coins are representing in this bush or this tree. And now there's this one person who's going to be right with me on my side, like this coin that's now over on his side. So this person, oh, I feel as if I'm going to sneeze. Oh, don't you hate it when you feel like you're about to sneeze and it never comes and you're kind of waiting for it to come? Yes. Yeah, so this person's going to be on your side, they're going to be with you, and they're going to stick to you. Super, super loyal. Beautiful. I also think, you know, because this is about pentacles, so it's about work as well, money and all of that. So I think this person might, maybe they're in the same workplace, maybe not in the workplace, but they're in the same industry as you maybe. So you're going to be able to open up to them about that side of things. And I think you have struggled with opening up about that side of your life with people. Not a lot of people understand that side, the work side, what you go through. This person is going to understand that. So very, very lovely. Very nice. Not many people get through your gate, but this person is going to, I think. And you're going to make the right choice if this resonates, because they're going to stick with you. They're going to be very loyal, and they're on your side. All the other people are on the other side. All these coins are on the bush, and they're with you. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so the first card you have your future is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, a few things here. There's this really stagnant energy. I was seeing that in the Temperance card, where you're very tired, sleep problems you had, not very good concentration. This is around your work. Obviously, this is the Knight of Pentacles. This is a workhorse. There's a lot of stagnant energy here. You know, you don't dislike your work, you're fine with it, but it feels very tired at this time. It feels very stagnant. It just needs a boost of energy. And I think that's going to come in for you soon. I think some ideas are going to come in. You know, there's a lot of gold, there's a lot of yellow on this card, and that can represent intellect, ideas. So lots of ideas are going to come in. It also represents communication. So you might be communicating with this person in the Seven of Pentacles because they understand your work. So they might help to talk to you. That might help you to bring some ideas in as well. So that's really good. Yeah, fresh ideas, newness coming in. That's going to pump a lot of energy back into this and bring your work life back to life again. Very, very positive. Yeah, I'm also seeing a manifestation. You've been trying to manifest this for a while. I always see this in your readings. I've seen this before. There's something you've wanted to manifest a while ago. And I think when you first wanted this, you really, really, really wanted this. It was almost like you were a child closing your eyes saying, I wish this happened. I want this to happen. I really want this. I really want this. And I think in time, I think you either put this idea away. I don't think you've forgotten about this because it was a huge thing to you. But I think by now you've kind of said, well, I don't know if I really want that now. I'm putting it aside now. That's going to come in. That's going to come into you. And it's something that's work related, something that's money related. It's going to be sudden. Because what I'm seeing is you're sitting here like this Knight of Pentacles. He's not doing anything. He's just sitting there. And that's what you're doing. You're like, oh, I'm quite content. I'm sitting here, not doing much. La, la, la. And then this thing comes in and you're like, oh no, what do I do now? And you start running around panicking. So, yeah, I think, when this comes, don't run around panicking. Take your time like this night. Think about this. It's going to bring you more choices. It's going to bring you a little bit of stress, I think, because you're going to be like, what do I do now? I'm kind of content where I am now. Now this thing kind of comes up. Don't make any rash decisions. Don't say no to this. It's a good thing. It's a very good problem to have. Just remember that. And it's something you wanted. It's something you wanted. It's coming to light. I feel as if I have to keep on saying this is a good thing, this is something you wanted, because I think you might run away from this when it comes. Don't do that. At least think about this. Yeah, I've seen this in your readings before. It might have been in your last reading, so obviously this hasn't come into your life yet. Okay, so the next card you have in your future is the Six of Swords. Okay, this is what this is showing me. I think this might be one of the reasons why you're going to be worried when this comes in. It's going to bring up a few problems. They're not big problems, I'm not seeing that, and they're not permanent problems. This is something that's a little bit, it feels temporary, this thing that comes in. So it might be a temporary job, it might be something on the side, might be something that lasts for a while and then it stops. That's what I'm seeing. Yeah. What I'm seeing is this is about these people who are very, very close to you. I'm seeing one or two, maybe three people you talk to just about every day on the phone, maybe every other day, but you talk to them all the time. And they're a comfort for you. And you're also a big, big comfort for them. They love speaking to you. They love listening to you. When this thing comes in, if you say yes to this, you're going to have to say no to this daily contact for a while. It might be I'm not sure why I'm seeing that. It might be that you have to go into some kind of secure area. It might be that you have to turn phones off. It might be that you have to do something for a while and then you can go back and turn them on again. It's something like that. It's something like that. I don't know what it is. It's not permanent. It's temporary. And the other thing I want to emphasize here is it's worth it. It is worth it. This is an amazing manifestation. It's something you've always wanted. Don't worry about losing that contact. This is going to bring you a lot of personal growth. You're going to be a lot more self-reliant when this comes in, if you choose to do this. So you're going to really, really grow in that time. It's also something that's quite, how do I describe this? It's quite disciplined. So it's like, up at this time, do this time. It sounds horrible, I know, but it's not. It's something you've always wanted to do. So at least think about this carefully, because I'm getting this feeling of fight or flight here. So, and that's what Aries does sometimes. They have things that come along and they're like, no, oh, I don't want to do this now, and they run away. At least think about this. Take your time like the Knight of Pentacles. Sit there for a while. Look at this coin. Look at this opportunity like he's looking at this coin. And really think slowly and carefully. Any problem that comes up, you can think of a way around that. So really think about that carefully. Okay, so the last card you have for your future is the Nine of Swords. Yeah, sleepless nights, you are going to be stressed about this. The other thing I didn't say, I'm just looking at the Six of Swords again. There's going to be travel as well. I don't know whether it's a lot of travel. I'm not seeing the World card here, so it's not big travel. It's not like really far away, but there is obviously some travel here with the Six of Swords. So that might be something that stresses you as well. Maybe this takes you away from people. Maybe this takes you away from responsibilities that you have now. So because the Knight of Pentacles is a very responsible card, very responsible knight. So he feels stable where he is, and when that's disrupted, he doesn't like that. So all of that, you've got all of that to think about. I've got to say that there is a bit more losing sleep in front of you, like this poor woman on this card, but this is a different kind of stress. This is stress about a positive thing. This is stress about something you've always wanted. You have always wanted this. If you can't think of what this is, this card's showing me that, I'll hold it up so you can see. If you look at the quilt on this card, and you look at the blue patches on the quilt, all the signs of the zodiac are on the blue bits. So that shows me that obviously each zodiac sign is a month. So that shows me that you probably manifested this a year ago, or you tried to manifest this a year ago. So if you're not sure what this thing is, look back to a year ago and think about what you were trying to manifest then. It's a work thing, and that might give you a clue as to what that is. But, you know, if you're going to be losing sleep, it's over a good thing. I need to keep on emphasizing this is a good thing, because I want you to do this, actually. It feels really good to me.